In 2007, 3 meetings were arranged within a European Union project where Baltic Sea fishermen were asked to give their opinion on topics like sustainable fishery, fishery management today, and if there is a fisherman-friendly approach to it. The result was clear. None of the interviewed fishermen opposed the idea of having sustainable fishery as the future goal, whereas all of them, regardless of nationality, considered today's fishery management to have one crucial shortage. They weren't particularly optimistic about establishing that link either, because according to them, no one seems to be interested in the practice, others than the fishermen. We can continue ignoring the fact that fishery is a highly technological field, but then we may as well stop looking for an optimal solution and be content with less suitable ones. But is that what we really want? Financially, the fishing industry is extremely important for the city of Simrishamn. It's like a lifeline for us. The fishing fleet, together with all other branches linked to it, like the harbor, dock, engine and electrical service enterprises, is today the second largest employer in the city. In the beginning, when we started to think about what to do with our concerns, we contacted a number of cities around the Baltic Sea, like the city of Klaipeda, where we are right now, and found that in this matter we were far from alone. During our first meeting some 4 months ago, when we presented our ideas of creating an international venue for fishermen to discuss their problems, etc., it all sounded very simple and seemed as the right thing to do. Afterwards, I admit there have been times when we've had some doubts whether we are going the right way, or why hasn't anyone else done it before us. I think the fact that the Polish group of 4 fishermen drove 14 hours through the whole night without a stop, just to be able to attend the meeting, speaks well for the amount of enthusiasm and engagement the fishermen felt towards this meeting. When we made the agenda for the Klaipeda meeting, we wanted to make it as informal as possible. For example, we tried to avoid sitting in a traditional classroom type of meeting, having somebody standing on a podium giving a lecture. So instead we sat in a circle, everybody being able to see and talk to each other.
They aren't some opinion, true opinion.
Of course, the atmosphere in the beginning was, if not chilly, but perhaps a bit reserved. But it was not at all like it usually tends to be in meetings like this. Because we were so few people, in total not more than 13, it's often during breaks, or especially during the evening, that the walls and barriers start to come down.
We have the boats, it's cost money, the bank wants the money. Where we get that money?
The meeting was opened with a common lunch. Already, while sitting around the table eating, discussions were intense, touching on a wide range of topics. Quite soon, one thing became perfectly clear, despite the fact that the fishermen were often bound to communicate through a third person, someone from the group translating what was said. There was no doubt about the success of the meeting. The fishermen also visited the Klaipeda fishing harbor and the fish auction. Regardless the place and time, the discussions continued throughout the meeting and seemed almost endless. I'm very happy about this meeting, and I hope that we can have more of them. All of us fishermen are working on the same sea, and we have a huge number of problems.
Mamy mnóstwo, są one różne, wynikają z pewnej specyfiki, ale
Some of the problems are specific to certain preconditions, but we also have common problems, which we should discuss and solve together.
Like clean paper coming because it's, before meeting not send any ideas. When you're fishermen and practical fishermen, it's very important that not only talking but in do something, make solutions, because this depends real life. It's not computer, it's real life.
It was very good meeting for us because we have a new program. We are thinking about the cleaning the Baltic from the ghost nets. We are thinking about the selectivity in the future. Thinking about better future for the Baltic fisheries, I think so. And
it's I think it's necessary. It must be solution in technical level. I speak all this meeting about engines, but because I think it's future because now it's problem with fuel, problem with nature. It's also if you think about future, about nature. I not speak about vessels engines.
Actually, I expected more real fishermen participating in this meeting. I got the impression that many of those we met were, besides fishermen, people from fishermen organizations as well. But nonetheless, our primary goal with this meeting was to start working together. It's always a better option to be on the same side, isn't it? We can't solve the really big problems, but at least if we work together, we can become a stronger group. In a way, we're all speaking the same fisherman language.
But now I saw that a lot of problems are unsolved problems in fisheries. So I believe now, in this day after yesterday and now, I believe that we have enough power and enough strength to do real jobs for the fisheries.
I think one should regard the possibility for a fisherman to have a dialogue with each other as a resource. I think whatever comes out of this forum, it will certainly be a complement and an addition to the existing knowledge base. No, on the contrary, I think we should welcome this new network as a possibility and work hard to make the best of it. I think we've gained a lot. It feels like we've become very good friends. You can already sense a growing respect for one another and confidence in a common cause.